Back with Frankie Corrado now. Sidney Crosby, just amazing last night, Frankie. Head coach Jon Cooper said he will go down as the greatest player to represent his country. Think about that. You got Gretzky, Lemieux, or Messier. Cooper is taking Crosby as his guy. What do you make of that bold statement?
He's not wrong. Like, Sidney Crosby embodies everything that it means to be, the greatest Canadian hockey player on the men's side for sure, Rod. But what he's done, whether it's been the World Juniors, the Olympics, the World Cup of Hockey, Men's Worlds, now this tournament. Am I missing anything? Like, Sidney Crosby has seen it all. He's done it all. And most importantly, Rod, he has won it all. And the way he's done it, he's never had a misstep along the way. It really is incredible that, time and time again, when these teams and groups gather, everyone looks to Sidney Crosby to lead the way, and he always does it with such grace and is just so good in so many different ways, so respected by all these great players. And I think Jon Cooper is certainly onto something when he says that, Rod.
And this comes at a time, Frankie, when we were wondering if he was healthy enough to play in this tournament, and he was named the player of the game. He got 3 assists against the Swedes. He's the captain. He's 37. Is he still Canada's most important player?
Yeah, he is. Just think about the impact that he has in the dressing room, in the meal room, on the bench, and most importantly, on the ice. And his performance last night speaks for itself. What he was able to do, and like you talked about, an injury leading up to this tournament, not sure exactly where his health was going to be at, and then he's the best player on the ice. So, of course he's the most important. He might not be the most skilled right now, but in last night's game, you could see that his impact was bigger than anyone's because of the way he was able to control the game, tilt the ice, everything that Sidney Crosby does incredibly well. He did that in that game, but the fact that all these amazing, talented players have assembled here, and they all look to Crosby to be the go-to guy, to be the leader for this group, speaks volumes as far as how important he is for this group.
It's been almost 20 years since Sidney Crosby was drafted by Pittsburgh. It's hard to imagine 87 not in black and gold. To see him on this stage, though, performing the way he is in big moments, make you wish he would end his career with a different team?
No, I'd like to see him finish his career as a Pittsburgh Penguin. I think it's really special what he's going to do. He's going to follow in the footsteps of his mentor, Mario Lemieux. And if he stays with one franchise the entire time, I think there's something special about that. And, it would, Sidney Crosby playing for the Colorado Avalanche, while that might be great, I don't know if it's like a novelty thing, but I just think there's a certain legacy that he can cement, and he already has cemented it. But I would love to see Sidney Crosby finish his career as a Pittsburgh Penguin. We will get a chance to see him playing best-on-best hockey now. We'll see it next year at the Olympics, and who knows when Sidney Crosby's game is going to fall off. Maybe there's a chance we see it again down the road, but I'm not one of those people that is thinking Sidney Crosby has to go to a contending team. This is pretty good, seeing Sidney Crosby playing with the best players in the world right now.
Well, he's certainly padding his legacy, isn't he? I mean, last night's win was Crosby's 26th win in a row with Team Canada. Just a remarkable run for Canada's captain.